Hello, hey Bella. Hello and welcome to Michelle's Life on Repeat. I am on my backyard patio and wanted to just kind of share a little bit about life. Right now, I am really struggling. Um, I'm dealing with panic attacks, anxiety, and some agoraphobia. And I just wanted to share that with you guys because I know I try to keep it real, keep it honest. And if you struggle with that, you can relate. And the purpose of my channel is so that others would not feel like they are alone in what they're struggling with. So if you are or have struggled with those three things, and you have suggestions, I would love to hear in the comments below how you cope. I have seen my doctor, we have changed some medicines, and like all things, it takes time to build up in your body. And so I seem to start every day feeling very hopeful and very courageous, and I have big expectations. And about an hour into being awake, the anxiety turns up, and it's not an irrational thoughts, it's an internal pressure that feels like it feels like something on the inside is just squeezing the oxygen out of my lungs. And I'm very safe. I am not in a place where harm, self-harm, or thoughts of extreme things, that's not part of what I'm struggling with. I just get ready to do something, and all of a sudden the fear will grip me. I have to go give blood and for one of my prescriptions to get a baseline. And I didn't do it yesterday, and hopefully I'll do it today. But I just made myself and Bella go on a walk, and I listened to my calming music in my ears while I went on the walk, and I feel completely safe in my environments that are normal. My home, my backyard, my front yard, the small walk I take with Bella. I feel safe. I think most of it is in my head, and it's an unknown factor. Like there's an unknown doom that might encounter me while I leave these safe places. And this is what anxiety looks like. I make it midway into my day, and I have good moments and then low moments. This is a low moment. I watered all my orchids yesterday and nothing's flowering. I went out and bought a new phalaenopsis at the grocery store because she reminded me of my daughter. She's a yellow phalaenopsis with soft pink lines in her and little pink patches, and she just reminded me of my daughter, so I picked that up. But I don't really have any of my other orchids in bloom. They're just growing in the orchid room. I'm thinking and looking into since I have the grow lights, maybe trying to grow some of my vegetables indoors year round. I read that tomato plants self-pollinate. They don't need a bumblebee or a hummingbird to come and pollinate. You can just kind of tap the tassels of, and the pollen will self-pollinate. So I might try to do that since I have all the grow lights and the table space and the floor space. I might try to grow a tomato plant indoors and maybe a couple of potatoes indoors. I'm going to try that. Let me know if you've had success growing any vegetables under your grow lights strictly indoors. I always think I got to grow them outdoors, but I thought I'd try that since I don't get a whole lot of sun. Although you can see behind me, I am getting, let me turn it around here. I am getting some growth on my tomatoes plants. And my grow tower has lots of strawberries, the cucumber pickles, and the broccoli is growing really well. I already harvested the bok choy. It went to seed real fast, so I had to harvest that and made a bok choy salad. And the blueberry bush right in front of me is starting to set its blueberries. So that'll be yummy. But that is my small world that I'm in right now. Let me try to put this back on the table. As I entered into this phase of, I guess I'll just call it high anxiety. I don't know. I reached out, and I think it's very important for you, if you struggle, to reach out to your friends, even if they're not your next door neighbor friends or you can touch them friends, but they're your online buddies, that, or they're friends you've known years ago, but you know you'll never be able to go back to that state and visit with them, but stay in touch. And I reached out to about 20 people that are dear to me, and I let them know where I was at, what place I was at, how ugly it felt, and how lonely it felt. And I stated to them, in this world and all the chaos that's going on, all the stress of the economy, all of the stress of the possible wars and more wars, and the gas and all of the stress that we face every day, I told them that I felt overwhelmed with the fact that all those things are major, huge, and big, and I felt silly making videos about orchids, which are so trivial in light of life. And many of them responded that that is not true, that there is beauty in everything, and I forgot that. I'm always telling you, find beauty, find the beauty, find the joy, and I had lost that. I lost the beauty. So they reminded me to continue to do things that bring joy into your life, even if they seem small. Being faithful in the small things prepares us for bigger things in life. One of my sweet friends said, who knows, maybe when we get to heaven, you'll be asked to be one of the gardeners of orchids, the caretaker of orchids. And I thought that was sweet. she loves dogs and always rescues them or fosters them. And so she firmly believes that when she gets to heaven, she's going to be tasked with taking care of the doggies. So she made me smile. But I'm going to try. I'm going to try to keep making videos, try to be real, try to be honest. I haven't been struggling with migraines since I've started the new medicine. They haven't been intense unless the weather pressure changes to a really low, going to rain kind of weather. Then I get migraines. But I'm just struggling in the hour to hour. I'll have good hours, and then all of a sudden I'll feel choked out of breath. And then I have to come back to ground zero, I guess. I just wanted to let you know this is where I'm at, and I thank you for your friendships. I thank you for your prayers. I thank you for coming alongside me as I grow orchids and as I grow my life. And until we talk again, please, if the good Lord brings me to your mind, please lift me up. Until we talk again, bye-bye.